So hi everyone, Craig Hanson. Yes guys, welcome to my video. Have a look at McIlroy. Is that the best swing in world golf? Leave your comments underneath. I'd be interested to hear your opinion. And in this video guys, yeah, I've got a great one for you. We're going to be looking at footwork, knee work, impact position, the compression speed, really getting in there and learning something about impact, the averages of movement when we're looking at these top players. We've got some club golfers later on, and we'll be looking at the exception to the rule with perhaps the modern day swing and looking at the way that the right leg can work, or the right foot, but how we've got to counterbalance that with the way that the shoulders move through the ball. Righto, now we're looking at a couple of legends of the game as well. Now McIlroy, when we break the swing down, it really does have some remarkable movements in it, and talent is a fascinating thing. When you're looking at the best, most talented individuals in the world. What we're doing, we're analysing the swing. I know that Rory's not thinking that much about it, but for the mere mortals out there, had some amazing success recently by improving people's ball striking, by moving through slow motion video clips, filming their swings. Plenty of online lessons I've been doing, and it's just been great to be able to help so many people around the world play better golf without meeting them. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit the button, hit the bell. Hitting that bell, clicking all after you subscribe will get you all the videos some people are missing out there. So righto, let's have a look at the address position. Now when we're looking here straight up, we've got a line here looking at numbers, 80 degrees. Okay, there's 10 degrees of shaft lean. When we look at 90 being 0. Okay, now around 12 degrees of shaft lean is around average with your iron shots. So it's nice to have some shaft lean at the start. Now have a look at that grip. Just for club golfers, you just need to have a look at that. Really turning the hand in. So the top hand, you'll be looking down, seeing the third knuckle. Turn the hand in, guys, and get that right hand situated up on top. Now you can change your grip for some of your shorter shots around the greens. But if you're looking for your standard grip, I mean, that's just a great position. You'll get more flex, more movement out of that top hand, and more speed, more lag, and more power on the golf ball. Now getting to the top of the golf swing, it's a lovely centered head with the classic L position, and the shoulder planes, obviously, it's in a good place. He's in the tour average here. A lot of people not doing this. He's around the 40 degree area, pointing about a yard outside the ball, and the hip plane being pretty much smack bang on that. So some great position at the top of the swing. Now this is where it gets interesting. Now, I'm not suggesting that people do this, but looking at the magic move of McIlroy, we're going to be seeing that the weight actually moves to the outside of the right foot as the left foot takes a step over. All right, so don't try that at home, folks. I mean, that's just, even Scholes' caddy here, he's looking at that. Now, he's probably thinking, I wonder if the hamburger stand is open after 9 holes. I'm just kidding. I thought I'd throw that one in there. Now, if you see that move, what that actually happens is, there's a couple of the tour pros that I teach that do that. They don't even realize that they do it. I showed one of the guys once. He's like, oh, right, I didn't even know I did it. Actually, what happens is it's just the talent. It's the subconscious mind. They push into the ground, and as they say, the ground pushes back, and they can get across and use the ground a little bit better, and so they can push across. But that step across with the foot is amazing. He does that so well, doesn't he? He just gets that left hip. I mean, at the top of the swing, the right hip's higher than the left, but he actually moves it down into that left thigh, and he's spoken about that in his swing. The first thing before anything happens is to get back across. Now, look at the amount of movement, how early that right leg moves forwards. And this is something that we're going to be looking at here. All right, because this is where the club golfers are just, I've helped so many people improve this. Have a look at this angle now. We're going around 65 degrees from the knee to the ankle at impact. Now the ankle bone is now moving closer to the ground here. There's compression, obviously, as we can see. There's a whole bunch of shaft lean. There's about 15 or 16 degrees of shaft lean. And that area there, that's the area what we're going to be looking at in this video. See that the lead leg or the front leg is moving through the wall and the shoulder. So by getting your compression, getting your footwork, getting your knees to work effectively, and this is what's going to give you some compression onto the ball for a lot of people out there.
World-class golf instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied to helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction.
What are we seeing by so many? of the people out there, the club golfers around the world, is really coming down, and we're not seeing much of that at all. We're going to be seeing up around the 80-degree areas most of the time, and people are really creating a collision course, running into themselves, and this is another reason here, 79 degrees where the elbows will then widen, no compression, flipping, and having real troubles getting through the golf ball the way that they should. Now when that right knee moves, the hips also open. This one's a little bit better. We're in about 76, and so many other players, obviously pivot problems and having to stand up, not having a lot of difficulties in and around this area, but it's just often not looked at enough, and it needs to be. And yeah, this is something we're showing in world-class golf instructions where we get in there and we show you how to film your swings. There's an app, and you can get in there and analyze, and you know what to look at when you're looking at the way top players move and use their knees and ankles. Have a look at Hoffman here. Also for compression, you reckon he hit this? Well, look at that for a shot. I mean, that is just absolutely ripped, isn't it? And that's how you control your distances, getting to back pins, rolling on the outside of the foot. Unbelievable position. Let's go through a couple of players here, especially when we have a look at the back view here and we're looking down. I mean, this is the entry that I've shown you. If you've seen plenty of my other videos, what we're showing you, it's helped so many people with the online lessons that I'm helping people with. You see this club face here moving up behind the hands again on this side of 12. So many people have commented on that it's just really helped them play so much better golf. The footwork, the feet don't need to be twisted and up in the air. We've seen so many of the great ball strikers being really flat-footed. I love the footwork here. Look at this, something that Mo Norman spoke about, keeping the toes on the ground here, that front foot. It just makes for such that keeping that side bend and that solidness through the ball. Perhaps Lee Trevino, just didn't hit it left, and look at that. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? Have a look at that pura position, getting back down to that, that original shaft plane and that foot rolling in. Perhaps Nicholas, did it the best with the right foot. Really was one of the best ball strikers of all time. Look at that footwork there. Look at that sawn-off punch shot by Nicholas. Look like Fleetwood through the golf ball. Have a look at the power that this guy had in his shoulder plane when he was younger. Look at that 50 degrees. Have you ever seen anything like that? I mean, I've only ever seen Tiger Woods then 25 degrees. This is ridiculous, and it's just pure club face control. What a golf swing. And so many other players that we've seen, around over the years with, with great footwork. And when you build your swing, have a look at this golf swing. When you get your swing moving effectively and you get all the components moving, it really is it's a great feeling, making improvement and understanding the golf swing. Have a look at this, and down at impact, we're going to see another one here with 64, 63, 65 degrees here, shaft lean 11 degrees, and through the golf ball. Now, the exception to the rule, is an interesting. People believe that the people need to thrash their legs at impact, but you can be flat-footed, DeChambeau, there, and hit it an absolute mile. Obviously, I think DeChambeau's the longest hitter on tour at the moment, isn't he? So, I mean, Tiger Woods being the best iron player, some say, of all time. Once again, we were seeing that right leg moving down into 64 degrees. The closer you get to these positions, the better you hit it. Now, when we look at the exception to the rule, we see unbelievable athletes like Justin Thomas here kicking that leg up. I mean, you probably didn't know that he did that. Did you have a look at that? I mean, you'd probably see that, and you'd think, if it was the local pro and this guy was 15 years old, you'd probably want to fix that up, right? But that can work. Normally you'd get pulled off the shot and you'd block it, but what he can do is he will straighten it back, snap it back underneath, but he gets this type of shoulder plane and will keep himself in the shot. It's sort of a double thing. The right leg flies, it slams back, and then in a split second, he's able to sort of bring his head out on the side here and create a position that not many people can really do. So it's not something. But if you did have, if you're a young golfer and your right leg's kicking out a mile, and you are in this position, you can actually steepen these shoulders down and just play with what you have. Use your pattern. But for a lot of people out there, the club golfers, you're not going to be moving into this position. You just want to be able to move your feet, move your knees, get some lateral movement, and on world-class golf instruction, really showing people how to get in there, film the swings, look at the positions, and also on my online lessons, plenty of exercises you can do at home, swinging alignment rods, swinging plastic, cut-off piping, and drills and exercises, and creating muscle memory, making improvement, and working on the correct things, moving forwards in the right direction. Guys, working on your footwork, improving it, getting it in the right positions, understanding your golf swings, and practicing with a plan, it helps everybody move forwards into the right direction. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.